Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus and I will be your guide on our wonderful paradise island here. Look at how busy it is. It's just looking real nice. We're going to be focusing on this area today, and we can start seeing there are some dedicated paths that they're choosing, because those are the ones we have highlighted. If we look at our sort of highlighted so-called roads, they are not built as roads. I might actually do that at some point if I find myself with too much time. Yeah, fair chance. But since we have these clear things, it would be nice to sort of see them actually use those. What I've done is I took my water that was stuck here and I moved it over here to sort of a bigger build. Just sort of do that off camera. It was just a nice little move thing. The reason why I did that is because now there are three outputs. Those three outputs, the first one is a backup line that goes all the way in here. So basically, if we are consuming too much water, then it can also start pulling in from this location. It should not be in a priority, so everything else is a priority. Like this little water supply here, everything else is in priority. And secondly, it is going into all of these greenhouses. And I was just looking at it and I go like, I can't have the greenhouses and also the chicken farms as on the same line, and as well as other things and the stuff we need to build today also taking up the same water line. So I'm going to need to do this, and I hope it's enough. I hope that we can sustain it here. Otherwise we'll have to bring in some more water from, well, somewhere. Also, just some of the other things we're just doing casually when we have the opportunity is just forming out our coal deposit, just cutting these lines in. I've had comments about how do you do this? Well, I think that the thing is you kind of have to look a bit ahead. So you can see this up here, they are just farming ahead. This is a separate build network than here. This is dedicated to just scraping off the top layer. And when you have this top layer scraped off, then you can build stuff like this pretty easily. And that will just be like that. And once we do this, we are now in a position where we can now start pulling it in here. So I can then lower it to level -3 here, and now that this is going down to level 1, so it goes from 5 to 1 to -3 and to -7 at this point, and it can even go further if we want to. Of course, it'll be smaller and smaller areas in here, and you can do other things, but I want to make sure that it doesn't sort of collapse and start pulling down my entire facility here, power plant. That would not be good. So we could try to keep ahead of the curve by having some just clearing out the top layer of dirt, and then have some other ones dedicated to digging out the actual resources here. And I can just do this part. This should also not be highlighted as buildable or as mineable. There we go. And I'm going to leave this as it is now. You can see that I'm building another ramp up here. That was just how that works. I think that's working really well. In terms of what we did last time, I'm just going to go recycling index. We got that, and hydrogen production. They got this part. I am going to add another recycling here. We have the unity, so no problem at all. That means we now are up to 80. I could, but I don't want to, get one more level here, but of recycling, but I don't really feel like it. And what I do feel like is, if we look at it, if we look here on Unity, this one is not active. So how about making that active? That would be lovely. So that's what we're going to do today. What you can see here is that that's actually quite interesting. We're actually running full on corn, and we're not able to process it fast enough here, even this, which is perfect because that's exactly what I want to work on here today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting out a new priority moving forward down here. And that will be the premise of what we start working on. Now, I don't have a lot of space. I have uncomfortably little space. So this will be a bit of a challenge as well. But I'm sure we'll make something that looks nice and is functional and doesn't feel too crowded. And that will be medical supplies. So the thing is, if we first look at the production chain that I want to use, I know there are many different ways of doing it, and I'm sure that you have opinions on why yours is better, but this one is mine and I like it. So I have a lot of corn. I can make the corn into corn mash. Corn mash can be made into ethanol. Ethanol can be made into plastic. At the addition of chlorine, we have that. And then we make plastic, and we make 4 plastic for each ethanol. The thing is, if I have ethanol and plastic nearby, then I can also combine it and make disinfectant. Or I can take my plastic and add some steel that we just have somewhere, make some medical equipment. I can then take the medical equipment and the disinfectant and make medical supplies. I can feed the medical supplies, and then we'll have extra unity, lower mortality rate, more health as well. That's pretty good. That'll get our space even better. Plus, it also gives us an opportunity to make plastic at a pretty decent rate. And the thing is, like, plastic, I haven't really seen that we're using it that much. You need some for, let's have a look at the stuff that we need sort of in later on. You need some, of course, for the medical supplies. That's okay. Then you need something for the PCBs for your electronics. That's going to be like the main one that actually requested. The other things, a tiny bit very late game for our microchips, but not really something I need to, or I feel like I should worry about. And the last one is for the snacks. So plastic is not like this ubiquitous product in this game that you would sort of expect it to be. So the first thing we want to do is take a mill and mill this. And we're also always going to be making it like 3 different distance from this. And I will be taking corn plus water and corn plus water, and it goes in here. Then that's not going to be enough. So let's make a few more of these. That's also probably too close. There. Now this will output 9 corn mash. Corn mash, corn mash, corn mash. Let's go backwards. That comes from corn mash. How to make corn mash? Make it in a fermentation tank. That's here. And I will make it. I'm going to need a lot of inputs. We need a junk output of this, which I can just feed into here, because it's not very much. It's 3 plus 3, it's potentially 9, and this will consume a lot more. So yeah, we can just junk that in. So that means this is the closest I can make it anyway. Good. And you will need oxygen. That's easy to get. And since I am going to make 3 of them, why am I making 3 of them? Well, 12 plus 12 plus 12, that's 36. And I have 8 times 6, 48, and that means this is probably the maximum we can sustain. Loose storage says high supply of sand. Really? Really? That's odd. Oh, that's nice actually, because I was kind of worried about sand back then. Where do we have? Yeah, but you can figure out there. That's okay. I'll just upgrade it. There we go. That's problem is now kind of solved. Ha! I love that way of solving problems. Just, it's not going to be a problem for now. Alright, let's make, there, and make more of these. They are slightly wider, so... And there's a one-to-one relationship, so let's get that one-to-one relationship established. Easy there, and easy there. Okay, then what? Then we need to get oxygen in here. And I also need to get... Oh, these are not set. Hold on. Also need to make sure that they don't do anything stupid, as they probably will. Don't want this to be on for any of this. Right, so if I want to get some air in here, oxygen, I will just make it right there next to it. So let's see. I am going to get you up here. 2 straight forward and then 1 up and in here. 2 straight forward and then in. 2 straight forward and then in. Nope. And then up. There. Why this straightforward? Well, because I think I need it. Because I need to go here. And that will go all the way over. And then if I go down, it can fit. Yes. Oops. And to connect it from here. And there we go. And I just need a vent on the nitrogen. I know that there will be some who go like, oh, but this nitrogen, you can use that for it. No, I can't. I'm just throwing it out. Don't want to mix it up and have to balance weird things. So we'll rather just pay a bit of money and or a bit of power and resources and all that in order to get this going. Oh, while we're doing this, let's burn through some resources and also do an upgrade here. Let's do a few of these upgrades, because as soon as I get this upgrade, I will be able to get the next one that is saying, if you have household goods, you will get extra unity. That's going to be nice. So let's keep an eye on 457 with no sausages. Damn. But the other ones are looking good. Okay, so what did we get out of this? Well, the long and short of it, we got some ethanol. And that just needs to go sort of here on the back, right? There. And I don't know where the ethanol needs to go, but let's pretend that it's gonna go here. Whoa, that's an interesting kink it decided to have. No kink shaming, even when it's built kinks. All right, so that's good. So basically what we're doing here is we also need water, damn. The corn will go in. And there. And then we need water. It just so happens that we have a water. Is this a water line? No, it's not a water line. Oh, wow, that would have been fun. Just filling it up with... come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can be up there. Yeah. Go up there. Yes, please. And you need to go just 2 further. Yeah, like this. And I don't know where I'm going to bring it down, but it needs to be brought down to a more manageable level. Let's do that here. Yeah, and then 1, 2. Unfortunately, there probably won't be any diagrams immediately available for this, so you're going to have to pay attention as I build it if you want to build it the same thing. Right, so now we have ethanol. What can we do with the ethanol? There. We can do 2 things with it. First of all, we need to make sure that it feeds over into our production building that makes the disinfectant. That's a chemical plant. And it also needs to go into a plastic production. How much are we producing? We are producing 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 4.5, so that's 13.5. Let's have a look at the plastic builder. That's called a polymerization plant. Let's get that. Let's align it towards the other ones, just sort of for niceness sake. You go in here. Sweet, that's good. So we get some of it in here, and this will be working on the ethanol. I am not going to do the naphtha. I'm using the ethanol because, well, we get that from here. If we do the naphtha, then we are going to have to sort of mix it up with our oil production, and I don't want that. So this is going to be more than enough, but that's good because I'm also going to make it into something else. So at this point, we are going to get the output of this. And that will be, I don't know, basically, that's obviously not going to be how it is, but I'm going to lead it past the buildings and then branch it into the buildings that I need, and only any excess will go out as a plastic storage. So that means the last thing we want over on this side is going to be a plastic storage. Like so. And then there's a bit of room in here. Something like this. That's probably fine. Yeah. The other alternative is that I build a big one for plastic. Honestly, I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. So we'll keep it like this. And then in the meantime, let's see if we can build have the space for it. Get a splitter. Because now I'm going to merge. Oh, also get this one out. I know that I have forgotten the chlorine, but we'll find a way to get it in there. It just needs to go into this location somehow. And so now we need the plastic coming here and the ethanol coming here into a chemical plant. That chemical plant. Oof. That's weird. You need to make disinfectant. Okay, so with disinfectant done, then we can look at the actual recipes. This is definitely... Oops. Definitely going to be here. So that's actually good. Plastic goes straight in. 3 distance? Yeah, 3 distance seems to be the norm these days. And you will be prioritizing in there. And then the other part will be... Oh, come on. That one's in the way. Oh, sadness. There. So this will consume 4.5. That means if this goes over here, then it splits into even parts. That means half goes in here. That's 6.25. This will be filling up to 4.5 and then use the 4.5 and then the rest will sort of backfill and go in here. That means I can expect to put 9 ethanol in here and that gives me 9 times 4 plastic. That is 36 plastic. So I can expect to get 36 plastic out. I'll consuming 3 of those. So I have 33 going this way. Then we need to move on and build the other part. Yeah. I don't think this is enough, is it? No, it's not. Here. We're gonna need 2 of these. This is going to be the medical equipment. It only produces 4 each or 6 each. So if I want 12 of each of those plus 12 here, then that will give me 24. So this will actually require steel. I'm just going to bring the steel in like this. Pretty simple. Going over here. What? Why? Okay, like this. And that's steel. And that's steel. Good. Problems. The one below here. I have to take this out. Because it will make a pillar here. And I don't want it to make a pillar. Because I'm going to need to make sure that it's a priority. There. Ah. It's too close to that location. Okay, so I guess the whole thing has to be moved over by a tiny bit. Like this. I think. We'll try it. And here. That's going to be way too fast. It doesn't need to be very fast. And go in and go in. But instead of this part, I want to have a flat balancer. Yes. And instead of this part, because we need to make sure that it's only the excess. So fill up these 2 first and only excess. Oh. Yeah, you're a fast belt. Don't go fast belt on me. There. All right. And now I get the steel inbound. Ah, I don't like those. But we'll get it. We'll get it eventually. There. And in. And then it goes over the splitter and in. Right, so that's done. I will get you to do steel request alert if empty. Yes. And then that needs to come out somehow. That needs to go out into a... Oh no, I don't like this. Doesn't matter. That will need to be put into, I guess, this one for the medical supplies. Yeah, this will be medical supplies, and that is here, 12 of each. So we get 12 from this location. You go straight in, and you merge over. You go in, and that goes. Ah, that's brilliant. Goddamn brilliant here. There we go. And the next one is then the only thing we're missing is the chlorine. So I'm going to need to get the chlorine in. Luckily, chlorine is something we already have. So I'm going to just get it in on this line. Oh no, the horror, it's one off. I think we'll endure. And that should be at level 1, should be just fine. And merge in. That means everything's now hooked up. Water comes in. Yes, 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 yes. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Get ready for the big creation. Voila. And here it is prioritized. Oh, that's brilliant. So you get over here. And that's also a fast build. It's probably a bit too fast build, but I'll take it. Low supply on steel, that's fine. You'll also get the chlorine here. Request and also warn if empty. Yes, so steel and chlorine are not there. That is expected. Everything else is being built. Do they have recipes? Yes. Do you have recipe? Yeah, you do only have one recipe and you have recipes. All right, let's see if it works as it comes in. Empty? Why? Oh, it's coming in. It's coming in. There we go. And we're making the first parts. Yes. Yes. Almost. This is speed 2. This is speed 2. Okay, so it is as fast as it can go. Now, we need more production here. Yeah. 8.3 of all of them. Oh, I know. I turned down the speed here. This is going to be bringing something over to... Yes. Oh, man, I just don't like this defaulting to this while it's being crafted. There, you can go somewhere else. Good, all of those are done. Let's have a look over at our factory or our population. Look at these beautiful buildings. Nice. And right by the food market. Sweet, that must be exclusive building. Look at that, plus 100% active. We have, it's not that much. I wonder why it says plus 100% unity. 100% unity on what? On household goods maybe. Now it's 214. Right, the only thing we don't have is a hospital. So I'm going to build a hospital down here. Well, it's called a clinic, but we'll build it down here. I could build it with sort of automatic things inbound, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Because it's up here and the actual amount's not really that much. So let's get some medical supplies and more medical supplies. We don't have to have both of them up. And it's going to consume 11 per month. And if I do that, I get 0.6 unity. I get 15 health. Oof, and I get less mortality rate. That means if we get a disease, then it's less likely to kill people. That is very, or more correctly, it'll kill less people. All right, here we have our new plant. Let's have a look. We got plastic coming out. That's glorious. And we are having the first disinfectant coming out here. Looking good. The first plastic is coming into the line and being fed in here. We got the first medical equipment being made. So with with a disinfectant plus medical equipment, just mix it up in a bag, shake it around, and you get some medical supplies soon. Soon, soon, soon. Come on, you can do it. Almost. And there comes the first little medical packs. Mind control tower. And no base to dump. That's okay. That's okay. That's just because you're over eager, isn't it? No. This part is not about over eager. That's actually genuinely the problem. That you don't have anywhere to go. There. This is why I try to make sure that we stay a bit ahead on this. And also just... Oh, no. This part has to be a ramp down. Yeah. Very important. Let's... And then F. And then maybe one up as well. I don't know. It does seem... Oh, right. This is already ramping down. Okay, so that's the ramp down. Good. There. Okay, so it's connected. Good. And we can go back to our builds. That's the important part. All right, is it working? Well, we'd like to get more in here. Of course, first priority is filling up this because they will just eat the raw corn. That's fine. Get those into the supermarket. Everyone's going to be happy. And perfect on the grill together with our steaks and sausages. It's good barbecue. The only thing we're missing is brewing. That is definitely something we miss. And it should be, in all honesty, right? Over here, by treats, some chips and some beer. Let's brew some barley and some hops, and yeah, let's make some nice build here. I think that would be very reasonable. Here, we got the first medical supplies. So let's keep that running, and until we have the next part. All of this is working at ratio. Add ratio here. Oops, unless of course I remove the recipe, then it's not no longer at recipe, at ratio. So corn mash into ethanol is at ratio, and ethanol going in here, and then any residual plastic will just go in here and become a plastic box. That's fine. Eventually, it'll try to fill up this one, and then it'll fill up the plastic, and then it'll stop consuming as much, and then most of it here. So while this is going, it's filling up its internal buffers. We can expect to see a decrease in the animal feed because we're no longer converting corn to animal feed. Eventually, I think it'll start feeding into animal feed because I won't have any independent consumption of plastic yet, because that would be for the snacks, will be the next thing. And yeah, over here, got some... Yeah, just a bit. I wish we could get more. We might actually have to move this in order to get the room for a third of these, but let's not get there just yet. Oh, copper is out. Oh, that is a big flat copper field, isn't it? That's a big flat copper field. How much do we actually have left here? Oh, we have a lot. We have a lot of copper. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure that out and just make some things there. But I think this is proven to be working really well. I'd like this to be picked up. I don't know if it is actually being picked up. Maybe the first delivery. Oh, the first delivery has been done already. So that should give us even more unity. We're now up to 6 unity, in not just 6 unity, but 6 positive unity. I need something to spend it on. Look at that. Everything is green. Yeah, that's not. It's hard to be to find something not awesome about this, to be honest. I think we'll just get a bit more, so we get a bit up here. I actually don't think so. The only reason I want to do that is because then everything is green on this side. If I have this disabled, now we can do all sorts of things like plenty of food or health boost or eviction. That's a new one, interesting. And more household goods, industrial edicts. We can do that. We could even just do this one, just get the full 90% utilization. Farming boost, more yields. I mean, we can do anything we want here. We don't even use fuel saver or maintenance saver for any of this, because our here is also stable. We have 12 of them are idle, so that's really nice. Anyway, that means that we are in a good position to wrap this one up here. We built a really nice little cool design here that gets us medical equipment, and we can become even more healthy and even more, even more unified. That must be it. And we have plastic for a bit later for the snacks and for electronics later on. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this series, and if you are, be sure to hit the like button. It helps me a lot with the visibility, and of course consider subscribing to the channel if you are interested in factory games of various sorts. That is what I cover most of here on the channel, so do try to stay updated on that if you have interest. Of course, I will be also streaming on Twitch. Right now, I am probably on vacation, but when I come back, so check out on Twitch. It's Twitch TV/Nilaus, and it's at 8 p.m. Central European Time on most evenings. Come hang out. It's super fun. We play Captain Industry, Satisfactory, and other factory games, and just generally other games. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective.